Here we go, folks. This is it. Oh, baby, it's there! There it is. Hey everyone, welcome into the channel. I am Retro Nate and currently on a mission to finish every NES, SNES, and Sega Genesis game in the North American library, and today's game is a beauty. This one is perfectly put together. Anyone that knows this series and knows the Mega Man X and the Mega Man franchise is just always a high quality game, always a great play and a great soundtrack, and today is no exception. And today I'm hoping to be able to show you all of the items that you can find and unlock in this game, including the little-known Hadouken, which is available for Mega Man X, another a tip of the cap to another Capcom title in Street Fighter. But let's go ahead and show you how all of that works in today's game. And let's not waste any time. Let's get over to it. If you haven't already, while I'm switching over, please be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and leave a comment for me as I go through this if there's anything that I miss. But my goal today is to show you how to get through, number one, get through Mega Man X, just using, basic strategies and stuff like that maybe you have never gotten through the game before, and I can show you how to do that, but also to show you where every unlockable item is and how you can acquire it. So got our little system boot up screen here. I kind of love this one a lot. It's got like a little DOS type of feel to it. I'm gonna let you go ahead and watch this cool intro. I'm not even sure if I've watched this whole thing before. We got a camera, we got all sorts. Oh man, they've got all sorts of things that they're letting you know about the features here. This is great. Yeah, I definitely have never watched this all the way through. Animation, beautiful. The graphics are great. Titanium X alloy, the first of a new generation of robots which contain an innovative new feature, the ability to think, feel, and make their own decisions. However, this ability could be very dangerous. If X were to break the first rule of robotics, a robot must never harm a human being, the results would be disastrous, and I fear that no force on Earth could stop him. All right, so we gave ultimate power to a being that will operate similar to human intelligence. That seems safe. That seems like it's going to be fine. Approximately 30 years will be required before he can safely confirm his reliability. Unfortunately, I will not live to see that day, nor do I have anyone to carry on my work. Therefore, I have decided to seal him in this capsule, which will test his internal systems until his reliability has been confirmed. Please do not disturb the capsule until that time. X possesses great risks as well as great possibilities. I can only hope for the best. September 18th. Oh, Dr. Light. You son of a gun. You went ahead and put this thing together. After such success with your other robots, who turned into the villains of the first part of the series, you went and put this guy together. Yeah, I'm sure it'll go fine. I'm sure it's going to be great. Kind of a cool story to get started on. And we're going to jump right into the game. There are no difficulty settings in this. It would just be button configuration. So let's get after it. Starting out in this Mega Man game, kind of a unique feel to this because you start with a level that does not include any master robots or anything, or robot masters. It's just a kind of an agnostic level here. So that's what we're going to get through. You get used to some of his initial mechanics. He has his charge shot, and there are two levels of it to start. There is the level 2 charge where you see like those light blue dots that kind of come congregating around him. And then if you charge all the way up, it turns orange and you get this like mega shot, the mega charge shot that does, I think it's maybe 4 damage total, as opposed to the individual blaster that does 1. Anyway, we're going to just make our way along these beams at the top here to start. We get a giant sort of helicopter, bug bee helicopter thing to worry about. You can just rapid fire down here, and eventually it goes down and takes out all of these spawned enemies with it. Now, that is another cool thing that you can do with Mega Man, is jump up walls. By pressing into the wall and the jump button, you can cling on and slide down and use jump to ascend. You're going to lean on that mechanic heavily in this game to acquire everything, so you might as well get used to it now. One more bee helicopter to get through. I just like to rapid shoot down here and get through it. Now, I am, again, by no means a speed runner, so if there are other tactics that are used to try to save time, and if that's your goal, probably not the best resource for you. My goal here is to make sure that you can finish this game if you never have, possibly learn some techniques that you didn't know, and certainly, as I mentioned earlier, find all of the items in this game that are available to you. And some of them take a little bit of searching and doing, but in this game, and it took me Took me a while to eventually figure them out. I think I did them all without the help of a guide or a walkthrough initially when I did this. But there are 8 power tanks, heart tanks, life meter tanks. I am saying a lot of words that mean the same thing. That you can find in the different 8 different stages. That include the robot masters, and then there are 4 sub tanks, 4 energy tanks that you can get as well. And there are a bunch of weapon upgrades, like weapon and armor upgrades that you get with X that you'll need to acquire as well in order to get... Oh, did I just get an extra life? Talk to me. That's pretty sweet. In order to get the super weapon, the Hadouken fireball, which I alluded to earlier in the video. All right, first boss here. Now, this, I remember as a kid, I was like, oh man, I'm never going to kill this guy. Well, the point is not to kill him. The point is to run out of HP, actually. You can see he has no life meter. He does seem to take some damage when you blast him, but you could just sit here and get punched in the face by him. The whole goal of this is to die and get to this point where your HP is down so that it continues the story. You worthless piece of scrap metal. Thank you, Purple Boba Fett. Did you think you could defeat me? Why does he sound like that? I'm not really sure. My voice, anyone who's watched my videos knows my voice is always kind of central, always kind of end up in one region of the United States as far as what I picture them sounding like. All right, and we get ourselves a little bit of help from an ally here who chases that guy off. And I guess I'm not powerful enough to defeat him. X. You shouldn't expect to defeat him. He is designed to be a war machine. Remember, you have not reached full power yet. If you use all the abilities you were designed with, you should become stronger. You may even become as powerful as I am. Okay, it's a little humble brag there. No, I'll scout ahead and collect as much information on Sigma's fortress as I can. I'll meet up with you when you get there. See you later. X, I know you can do it. He was a very encouraging friend. He did drop in there as like, one day you'll be as strong as me. I mean, I'm kind of kick-ass, but you're kind of a pathetic wimp now. All right, and then we move over to the Robot Master stages that we have. So when I play this game, now this is always cool too. I like that you can switch over and hit the B button to look at the map of the different areas where they are. They also give you... I think the specifications on each boss too, so if you want to look at their name, their height, their weight, their attacks that they have, we've got Storm Eagle, Armored Armadillo, Launch Octopus, Chill Penguin, Flame Mammoth, Boomer Kuwanger, Sting Chameleon, and Spark Mandrill. I always think of Dorothy Mantooth, Wes Mantooth during that one. All right, but let's go over, we're going to start with Chill Penguin on our run today, and this is my preference for where we start. Now, the Robot Master order... this is the one that I use. There might be a more efficient one, but this has always been the one that I've had the most success with. So we're going to start with old Chill Penguin up here and start running through his stage. Obviously, we're going to take out these bunnies immediately and immediately also run into a giant axe-wielding robot hitting me with discs of spikes. Okay, jump over that and get him out of there. Kind of work our way through. You get a lot of health drops in this level, but generally pretty straightforward to get through that first part using a variety of charge shots and otherwise. And then when you get to this little cave where all the bats are, you get a lot of nice health drops typically from them. One thing that's nice about this game too, and I'm not sure if this was present in other Mega Mans prior, I've only completed Mega Man 1, 2, and 3 on the channel prior to this, so I don't know if this is the case with 4, 5, 6, or even 7 or any others, but you don't have to select the special weapon in order to refill your weapon's ammo, which is kind of nice. You can just pick up the drop instead of having to go to the pause menu, select the weapon that you want to recharge. It just auto-fills for you, which is really, really nice. Okay, came across our first Dr. Light capsule. So, you've come. X, I gave you the ability to choose your... What's his voice going to be? I gave you the ability... No, he's not Ian McKellen. To choose your own path in life. Now let's just have him talk. And I hoped the world would allow you to choose a peaceful one. But now it seems you are destined to fight. That you are destined to fight. Because I thought the world might need a new champion. Yeah, you're probably right about that. I have hidden capsules like this one. If you find them and use them, you'll be able to increase your powers. Beyond anything the world has ever known. I thought the sentence was over. Step into this capsule and receive an acceleration system to boost your speed. Good luck. All right, cool. So these are the capsules that you have to find to get all of your mechanic upgrades. And the first thing that we get is a speed upgrade, which we're going to need for, it makes things a lot easier. You can access that by either double tapping forward or by using the X button if you're using the standard button configuration. Or, excuse me, the A button if you're using the standard button configuration on the game. Oh, come on. All right, so I like to actually curl my index finger and use my thumb to push Y, and then I tap A with my index finger. It's like the one game that I utilize this way, but it feels comfortable for me for some reason. I think I've just done it for so long. All right, I'm going to use that dash to kind of skip through a lot of this stuff. Now, there is a jump and punch there. We now have a little mech, but we're going to get rid of that mech. If you jump and then hit up and B, X will jump out of that mech, and it's nice and safe up here. You just dash through, and you can skip through all that stuff underneath that you really don't have to spend time working on. Okay, now we have some snowball throwers, and since the terrain is covered in snow, obviously we get the snowball physics effect of them getting larger and larger, jumping down at, or rolling down at us. And we have made it to the boss of Chill Penguin. So working off of a pretty small life meter, but Chill Penguin has a pretty predictable routine. He's going to either hit you with some ice pellets, he's going to breathe cold air and create ice statues, or he's just going to dive at you. That's another option. So this is the ice statue pellet, and what he'll mechanic. And then the other thing he does is that he just comes at you by diving, which is not always easy. All right, now I'm going to just kind of sit up on the wall here. Whoops. And then he blows wind at you to make life hard. This is terrible. I'm playing terribly right now. Let's go ahead and not die if possible. Sorry, I got to focus here, folks. There we go. Jeez, I needed him out of my way. There we go. The charge shot here, though, will do some pretty good damage on him. And there we go. We got it in there just beforehand. Whew! Wasn't my best mechanic, but you can see you can cling to the wall there on the right-hand side. If he jumps at you, go ahead and fire back at him to knock him back. He'll jump up on that middle thing and kind of get air blowing one way or the other to create some wind resistance. But using charge shots, you can generally get through him pretty simply using those patterns. Okay, we have acquired Shotgun Ice. That's pretty good. All right, now I like to go in the order that then every weapon that I acquire is now the vulnerability of the next one. So we are going to move to Spark Mandrill next, who is susceptible to Shotgun Ice. Now, we did not get a heart container in Chill Penguin's level. That is because we need another weapon before we can get it. So I'm going to come back to that level in a little bit once I have that weapon. But we started with him, and I think that was a good run to get going. Okay, off we go to Spark Mandrill. We're going to leap over these little electric pulses and just try to take out these mechs here using a charge shot and then rapid fire. I use kind of like a dash jump to just leap over those things. Dash jump there, and we're through. I'm going to rely on that dash heavily moving through this game, so you do want to get comfortable using that to move around. Okay, when you jump here, make sure to fire because those stupid moon enemies are always coming at you. I don't know why. This one too, you got to jump and fire. There we go. And then you're through that first wave of those enemies there. All right, down here, now we're going to descend using the ladders. And off we go. All right, mini boss here that we got to deal with. I don't know necessarily the best way to deal with this guy. I just know that I just need to kind of clear out these little puddles, the bubbles that he's going to shoot down. Now, if you get close to him, just rip on him with rapid fire. That's the way we do it. When he drops down, you can get a lot of shots in that way. Oh, boy. Oh, look at that. 3 cycles, and we got rid of him with just rapid fire. Pretty nice. All right, once we've cleared him out, we're going to go ahead and get our E-Tank pretty soon. So it's coming up soon. We got a couple of these little enemies on platforms. Get your charge shot ready as you go through here. Take your time going through as well. It's probably best, I mean, if you're trying to run quickly, you can... Oh, whoops. I thought I dashed off of there. Take out these enemies, one at a time, taking your time throughout the process. It just clutters up the screen a lot if you leave them alive. There we go. All right, got him out. One more of those. All right, beautiful. And now we're headed over here to the right where there is, now we get these like turtle-type mechs that drop bombs on you. Now this is where the heart container is. If you weren't paying attention, and I drop down here, but you see in the top right, there's like a little ledge. If we climb up, there it is. The heart container just hiding in plain sight. Now what you have to do is dash jump off the wall and then move back to wall climb off that little ledge. Takes a little bit of practice, but eventually you can get up there, and that is your first life meter container, your hit point container that you have gotten from Spark Mandrill, Wes Mantooth. I cannot think of anything but Wes Mantooth when I say Spark Mandrill. All right, there we go. Where did you get that suit? At the toilet store? All right, here we go. I use "where did you get that at the toilet store" more than a lot of insults. Oh boy. All right, was that it? I think it was. Okay, that was it. I hate those stupid moon enemies. All right, we are at the boss. Let's switch over to our shotgun ice, and we will take this bad guy out. Now, the nice thing about this one is that it gives him a status effect. It actually freezes him briefly, so you can get him in like a stun cycle, and you should be able to get through him without ever having to encounter him. So if he does, oops, and I go ahead and say something. If he does shoot those sparks at you, just be mindful. But if you can get the timing like this, and just get that shotgun ice going every time he breaks free, you should be fine. He's pretty nasty to deal with if you don't get him in that cycle. As you saw, he dashed right at me and takes a lot of damage from you if he hits you. But as long as you can get him in that freeze cycle, then you can kind of get the rhythm of it and just keep him perpetually frozen to finish him. All right, 2 robot masters down. Plenty to go, but we are well on our way. Now, we did not get an energy tank that's available in Spark Mandrill's level. That is because we need another weapon to secure it. I will show you when we get there. But now we are headed over to Armored Armadillo, the Texas State Fighting Armored Armadillos. For any of you that know the movie Necessary Roughness, I have the coolest thing in the world to tell you about that movie. So everyone that knows that movie, I'm going to go on a tangent here while we play this level. Everyone that knows that movie knows about Popke, who was the other quarterback behind Paul Blake, who was the arm of the Armadillos. That was, that was his, he was the 40-year-old quarterback that had 1 year of college eligibility left, and he was going to come in and save the program who had been, slapped with sanctions for illegally recruiting players. So they recruit a player base from the student body. Minor aside here, climb up this wall, make sure that thing goes past you, and then you can swing over here, get your E-tank. So Popke was played by a guy named, I think, Drew something. Shoot, I can't remember. He has been in one movie his entire life. On IMDb, that is the only movie he has ever been in. And Popke was a gem. Come to find out, he is now a professor at a local college near where I live. It's the only movie he's ever been in, and he actually works like right in the same hometown where I am. It's awesome. So, fun little aside there. Popke and I. Popke, back to pass. These two have distinctively different throwing styles. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Blow the whistle. Love it. It's the best. If you haven't seen Necessary Roughness, admitting it is the first step to recovery. I highly encourage that you go and view it. Okay. Off of my tangent now about Necessary Roughness and Popke. Ride this giant, carnival ride all the way to the end, jumping off the end. Now, this is an area where you got to be slick. I don't know if maybe there's a better weapon to do this, but I just like to rapid fire. So I'm going to worry about that. And if I rapid fire fast enough, I can typically take this thing out. Come on, baby. There we go. If you rapid fire fast enough, you have to kill it before it gets here, so you can jump up and get that heart container. Okay? Heart container secured, energy tank secured. We got both of the things in this level that we need, at least for now. And now we're going to ride the final... What is this? It's not a minecart. It's just a giant spiky platform that's out of control. Completely defying what appears to be the laws of physics. If you do a dash jump off the edge, you can grab a quick health container off of that platform. Take note of that platform. We're going to be coming back there in a little while. If you saw in the preview of this video, that is where we're going to acquire the Hadouken eventually. All right, switch over to your Spark weapon, and that is what Armored Armadillo is vulnerable to. The first thing, he typically shoots himself right at you invulnerably, so climb the wall behind you. He's going to bounce around like the DVD symbol. I've referenced that before in videos. We all know what that means. It's when we were all hoping that the DVD symbol would just hit the corner of the screen. He recoils every time you hit him with these sparks. Just jump over his projectiles, fire it off. He's going to be made... You're going to make quick work of Armored Armadillo with the Spark. And that's 3 Master Robots down. The Arm of the Armadillos. Paul Blake. Great movie. Watch Necessary Roughness. It's fantastic. Okay, got our heart container, so we're only missing the one in Chill Penguin stage, and we got our first energy tank, which is good. So now when we acquire additional health, it's going to automatically feed into that sub-tank. Now we are moving over to Launch Octopus stage. And as I said, I'm going in the order of Robot Masters where the previously acquired weapon is the vulnerability of the next one. So every time, you're always going to use the most recently acquired weapon to dispatch the boss in the next stage that we battle through. All right, fun little stage here, the aquatic stage, a lovely staple of NES and SNES platformers. That along with the ice stage, which we already finished with Chill Penguin. And typically there's a fire stage somewhere. We're going to get one of those with Flame Mammoth. All right, these seahorses are annoying as all get out. Just a dash jump over them if you can to get the heck out of the way. Now we're going to come up here. A little mini boss shows up. We got a little submarine type enemy to deal with. They're going to try to suck you in. If you hang at the very back of the screen here, you'll be out of the range of the... Oh, maybe not. I thought you were going to be out of the range of that little weapon trying to draw you in. They're not too bad to deal with, and you might take a hit or two kind of thing, but I think we can get some health here in just a moment, or possibly farm for some more health. If these fish swallow you, just keep rapid firing, and you can shoot your way out of them. It's kind of sweet. It's almost like a little Men in Black when he goes back to get his gun. Y'all know that part. Y'all remember. Oh, what are you doing? I don't need that. I don't need that in my life. Ooh! Do I even want to take out that, Oh boy. I don't know if I want to take out that little thing there on the top. Maybe I do. I knew I wasn't going to have a death... Well, I knew I was going to have a deathless run because I need to die to actually get everything in this game. Would have been nice to not die there, though. We did make it to a midpoint, however, so this does make life a little bit easier for us to navigate. All right, I am going to take out that little... Come on! I thought I jumped out of the range of it. All right, we got to do better than this. We have to do better than this. Terrible. There's probably a better way. I'm sure there's a better way, other than just dying constantly, to deal with this thing. Okay, there we go. Unload here. Highest jump you can will fight against it, bringing you back in. Try this again. All right. Actually did take out the little projectiles there. Woo! Not my smoothest. If you do happen to get through those, though, wait on this little cyclone type thing. You can climb up the side and grab a little health restore there if you need, or it goes into your sub-tank if you're full. And let's hop up here. Now, there's nothing over on the left side there. But this is where you want to climb up. You've got another mini-boss to take out here, and this is how we're going to get our heart container, our life container. So take this up to the top, climb on the side of the ship here, and you're going to take out this... whoop. I like to wait on the edge and then just jump away from any torpedoes that kind of come down and shoot at you. So those right there, like that. Just jump out of the way. Keep taking out these little grabbers that come out of the middle. And if you light that thing up enough, you can go ahead and fall down with the ship. Now, the thing is, you want to stay on top of this ship as it falls down because it unlocks a secret area where your heart container is going to be. So we got to take out another mini boss here. This is going to be a boss you might as well get used to because you got to take him out twice. Once here and once upstairs. But right now, his head and his tail are the vulnerable parts. And he's just going to kind of move in this little S pattern here. So there's not really, like, it's not too tough to, he's just as fast as you are, so you don't really have to, like, oh boy. You don't really have to, like, worry if he's chasing you down because you won't lose ground on him. But his head and his tail are the spots that you want to focus on. All right, hang on. Come on. Rapid fire should do him in. There we go. If you kill the head, the body falls. Grab your power-ups if you need them. And now we're going to make our way to the right where our heart container resides. So there is our third one that we have acquired. All right, back up out the left side here. Beautiful. And we're going to scale this wall. Now, I hope you got used to fighting that guy because we have to do it one more time over here on the right. Let's scale this. And he's going to be coming out of here. You're going to hear him tunneling. Eventually, you're going to see some dust rise from where you're standing, and then he comes out and tries to take you out. If you can, just light up his tail when he goes in and out of the ground, and that ends up being a pretty easy way to take care of him. Charge your shot in the meantime. Wait for him to come out. Maybe deliver a few shots there when he comes out. But if he hits that ground, he's going to tunnel in. So waiting in a low area here now. All right, let's get out of the way. One more of these. All right, all right. Ooh, look at that. Come on. Ooh, baby. Lit him up nice and good. Finish him up, grab our power-ups, and off we go. Full power and back on track. Yeah, those two untimely deaths against those mini-boss ships were unseemly. All right. Off we go to launch Octopus. He is not my favorite to deal with. He's a pretty tough boss, actually. I'm not going to switch to the rolling shield yet. I actually want to wait until he does his first wave of attacks before I switch, because he's going to fire projectiles at you from all over the place. And the first thing are these missiles that he fires at you. All right, now I'm going to switch using the R button over to my rolling shield, and all I'm going to do is jump and attack this guy. Oh, shoot. We got to get over to the right. All right. Because that rolling shield falls, if you jump with your attack, you'll have better success at hitting him. Uh-oh. I might need to use my energy. Oh, can't hit him when he's got his tornado going. Okay. Might get him here. Got him. Got him. He's probably the toughest boss, I think, to get through, for me at least. The rolling shield just, it's a little wonky in how it fires. Like I said, it always drops to the ground, and he's always jumping around. He's got a lot of projectiles to shoot. So, but that is how I take him out for that stage. Oh, my son Danny has come downstairs and is starting to chirp. So if you hear that in the background, that is him. All right, we have gotten our homing missile, which now we are moving to the coolest music in the game, Boomer Kuwanger, for our next battle. And then he is going to give us a weapon that is going to allow us to go back and collect some things that we haven't gotten yet. All right, Boomer. Great music. Love this one. All right, you can draw out the mace from this guy. I'm sure there are easier ways to do this than what I do. Oh, come on. I'm trying to dash backwards. There we go. There are easier ways to kill these things than what I do. I like to use the charge shot for a lot of what I do. Just dash and run to the ladder there, and you can avoid all the projectiles. Kind of speeds that along a little bit. Like I said, there's probably a great deal of ease that could be afforded if you use the right sub-weapons. I just have never gotten into how they're used and what things are vulnerable to. Like, I do well enough with the charge shot and with the rapid fire that I don't really feel like I need to. If there were more invincibility frames from these enemies, I might feel the need to switch up the weapons, but because you can just rapid fire into them, it doesn't really incentivize exploring what they might be vulnerable to, at least in my opinion. All right, now we got to go up the big elevator. As soon as this first spiky platform gets through, move to the right, and then you can kind of live over here for a little bit. You got some of these enemies coming down. They are going to pause you for a minute, but if you kind of make your way to the right, then back to the left, and then back to the right again, then it slows down by the time you reach the top. Might take a hit from one of them, but the most important is don't get trapped by the platforms. All right, now we have to wall climb and jump up these ladders. I try not to even worry about these enemies here if I can avoid it, and I'll take that one out there, because most of the time you can just kind of ascend before they hit you. But you can see the little slots they come out of on the tower here to the left, so I'm just going to climb up around that. Take this thing out, climb past you, and take you out. Oh, little shot there. There we go. One more. Just jump up. Don't even worry about them. Don't give them the time of day. There we go. Now there is the heart container, but we don't have the weapon we need to go get it. And we're going to acquire that here in Boomer Kuwanger stage. So when we finish, we actually have to go back through 2 stages. We'll have to go back through Spark Mandrill to quickly get the energy tank we didn't get, and we'll have to come back here to go get the heart container that we're not able to get on this first run through this stage. All right, finish that. Ooh, up the ladder. There we go. Those things stink. They move right as you shoot at them. All right, probably just take the wall up here. There we go. And now we are up to Boomer Kuwanger. So grab your homing missiles that you just got from Launch Octopus. This guy's kind of a pain. I recommend staying on the wall as much as you can and firing these, but the nice part about the homing missile, it homes in on him. You don't really have to worry about, being like right next to him to hit him. And so he's going to do a couple of things. He's going to possibly, this is like a Cutman kind of tribute here, where he's going to, fire his boomerang helmet at you. And it's going to make kind of like a C pattern going through and trying to cut you down. You can hang on the wall. Sometimes he vanishes and then reappears, but the homing missiles will do him in rather quickly. And we are done with 5 of the Robot Masters. Now, Boomer Kuwanger's item is the most useful, though, because it can collect items on the screen for you. It acts like a boomerang, so that is nice. Hang on a second. My camera is a mess here. What's going on? Why does it look so dark? Well, that's why. How about that? There we go. Brighten it up a little bit. Jeez Louise, Nate. Okay. All right, so like I said, we have to go back and collect a couple things we didn't get yet. First is going to be in Spark Mandrill stage. This is really quick, what we got to do. We're going to, instead of taking the top route, which we did the first time through here, we're going to actually swing by and go through the bottom this time. So down here, and there are a number of these enemies still to clear out. Get real close to this one. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Get behind him, maybe. So there is the energy tank we need. Let's switch over to our boomerang. Now, if you fire it just standing, it's not gonna hit it. You got to jump and fire, and it will sweep down and collect that for you. Once you've collected it, you have everything. Just go to the escape special on your special weapon screen, and you can get out because you've already previously beaten the stage. All right, let's do the same thing with Boomer Kuwanger and go get that heart container, and then we can get the heck on with our progress. Because we will need all of these heart containers in order to proceed and get the special weapon of special weapons, the Hadouken. Oh, that was actually kind of nice. Yeah, the chain doesn't hurt you. It's just the mace that does. All right, there we go. Off we go. One more time through this lovely level. Dash and climb. You avoid both of those. Yeah, these little like laser things, if you dash into them, those guns up top will home in and shoot you. So just don't dash through them until the little lasers have gone away. The lasers, the blazers, all sorts of azers. Okay. Back through the turtle things. There we go. Up we go. Got to climb that elevator one more time and then scale all of those walls. This one we have to pretty much go through almost the whole level again in order to get the heart container. But that's fine. Gives you another look at how exactly to do this. Over to the right first. Guy comes down. Charge shot takes care of him. Now over to the left. Boom. Now over to the right. Oh no, I lied. Wow, did I get lucky. I just got invincibility framed through that platform because I got hit by the guy descending. Hey, better lucky than good. All right? Okay. Now climb the tower. We're going to get to that heart container. Lickety split. You know what I mean? Up we go. Ah, that was uncalled for. I thought I was going to be slick. There we go. There we go. Yeah, you can just climb, climb, climb. You don't really have to wait for these things too much. Except there. There we are. One more. Let's go, baby. There we go. All right. Over to your boomerang. This one you got to get like right here. Right at the edge of the wall there. And it will bring in your health container. All right, cool. We're done with both of those items that we had previously left. And now we're ready to proceed. Got our heart container. Down to the Sting Chameleon. That is the next enemy that we have to clear out now. We're doing pretty well on time. About 35 minutes in. And through 5 of the bosses here. Not too bad at all. Now you're going to have to fight a mini boss in this one. We're going to get a weapon upgrade in this level along with... watch out for that little guy there. We're going to get a weapon upgrade in this level, a heart container, and an... Do we get an E-tank? I don't think we get an E-tank. Weapon upgrade and a heart container is what we get. All right, going to swing down here. Watch out for these axe-wielding losers, or AWL. And this is where we're going to get our first item. So dash jump off of that platform to slide up here. Now, I don't know if there's a weapon that kills this guy faster. I just use my regular M-Buster to get him. You got to hit him in his little eye there. All you want to do is, you know, continue to hit him. You can hit him with charge shots. But, like, you know, depending on... I don't know. Sometimes I do, like, the level 2 charge shot just to keep hitting him with something a little more powerful. But he takes a lot of damage. But generally speaking, he's pretty easy. If you just dash side to side, he's not going to try to hit you with his claw. The claw is coming at you. You're scared of the claw. He's just going to keep jumping at you. Now, one thing he can do, if you get in the middle of the screen, is he might try to hit you with it. Here, I'll kind of wait here and see if he does it. Oh, he didn't. Oh, now he's really going to do it. So if he gets in the middle, this is where he becomes... Oh, he's still not doing it. Come on, try to hit me with it, you loser. There we go, the claw. So he might try to do that and then pull himself towards you. You just got to leap up the wall to get him. So pretty simple guy. When his damage is getting, or when his health is getting low, you see we get a little extra smoke coming from him. And you can get like 6 shots in if you're really good on each jump. There we go. Come on. It's really smoking now. All right, finally got rid of him. And as soon as you do... A very helpful one. This is one that will give you body armor. So it reduces all the damage you take by 50%, which is very, very nice at this point in the game. Beautiful. Got our armor upgrade. We're looking good, looking sleek. Now, don't progress too far, too fast, because we have to go and grab our heart container next. Once you drop down, actually drop down again all the way to the bottom. And then when you jump off the wall, these rocks will explode. So you just want your feet kind of on those rocks before you jump. Get to the left of this and do a dash jump. And you can dash jump all the way to that level to get your heart container. Then you're going to dash jump. Whoa! You can dash forward and just jump off the wall at the very bottom before you fall, or if you can dash jump off that platform, it's a little better. Now, watch for the falling rocks, which was guidance in UHF. When he took there was a sign that said, watch for falling rocks, when he took the thing off of the pedestal when he was doing the Raiders thing. Oh my gosh, UHF is the best. Conan the Librarian. Wheel of Fish, all of it, just genius, just all of it. Weird Al's the best. Okay, These are pretty straightforward and easy enemies to clear. Use your charge shot to weaken them, and then out we go from the cave. Now we got to watch out for Woody Woodpecker up here. He's going to try to unearth some bad guys for you to deal with. You can climb up on this platform to take him out, and now we're nearing the end. We have to go through one more main area here. Watch out for this fella, and then you get a free extra life just sitting here. I always appreciated that. So we grab that, and we move on. All right, into the mech. You're going to be able to ride this all the way to the end of the level. And the nice thing about the mech is that you cannot take damage when you're in it. It'll get destroyed if you take too much damage, but X will not take any damage when he gets hit with it. You can dash with the mech too, so be aware that if you want to, get moving with it, you can. All right, here, ooh, this is nice. Like that. I also like jumping out of this and getting that. Get my E-tanks filled up. They're about 1.5 full right now. All right. Oh, get out of here. There we go. Up onto this. Couple more of these to go. Watch out for this fella. 4 punches, I think, takes him out. Oh, what a jerk. There we go. There we are. And we jump out. Up and B to get out of here. And now we are up to Sting Chameleon. This guy is simple. His pattern is that he's going to go from left side to right side, and all you got to do is stand on the ground with your boomerang cutter and fire it left when he goes left and right when he goes right, and it's going to hit him on the loop. You'll see what I'm talking about in just a second. I think he jumps to the left to start, but you want to face left and fire, and then you'll knock him down. Okay? Oh, almost. I just missed him. Sometimes that first one's a little tough. All right, there we go. Now he goes to the right, and now he goes to the left, and now he goes to the right. And now he goes to the left. Watch. Oh, don't jump because then it drops down. Shoot. I talk a big game for how to deal with this guy, but then I miss him constantly. Come on. Watch out. Climb to where I can hit you. Thank you. What? That is ridiculous. All right. Let's go this way. I'm still getting toasted by these things. This is crazy. There we go. Yes, keep it firing. Okay, there we go. Finally got him. You can get him in that pattern back and forth to get him knocked out. All right, Sting Chameleon is done. 2 more Robot Masters, and then we move to Sigma's Fortress, which is pretty sweet. Well, before that, we have to go get the ultimate weapon, which I teased in the open here, and we'll go ahead and get that. But Sting Chameleon is now ours, and we're moving on to Chaos Eagle, right? Chaos Eagle? Chaos Eagle. Storm Eagle. Why am I saying Chaos Eagle? You know why. You know why. That was an audience of 1 that knows why I said Chaos Eagle. All right, Storm Eagle it is. Over here, we're going to grab our heart container first out of the gate. So take these platforms up all the way on the left side. You're going to want to get to the right side of this left platform and then dash jump off at the top to the left. And there's a platform right up here with your heart container. So it's nice knocking that out right away. Don't have to worry about finding that. Now, we also have an energy tank and a weapon upgrade to get in this level. So a lot of good stuff for us in here. If you go to the platforms to the right, there's health stored behind a couple of walls, but it's just not worth it for us right now. We'll end up collecting the health we need later on in the game. Okay, dashing across here. Mind this giant platform of a spinny gunner. It'll come down to the point where you can hit it, and then once you kill it, it creates a path through for you. Let's dash through, and now we're going to ride the alternating platforms to go get our energy tank. So this thing will spit fire out at you. Go ahead and take that out, and then, woo, wall jump up, and then you're going to jump back to the left and ascend over here, get a charge shot ready, and fire it in there, and there's your E-tank. Nice and easy. Don't even have to go back through if we don't want to. We're just going to drop down and go the other direction off these platforms now. All right. Wait until they alternate. Nice little platforming bit here from Mega Man X. Got to appreciate that. And now we're moving on. All right. Let's dash jump to this thing. Come on. There we go. One more. And last one. Nope, wasn't. Oh, I gotta watch out for this thing too. There we go. All right, is this the last one? Yes. So down here, what you want to do is wall jump, and when you're wall jumping and pressing back, fire a couple of times. You want to hit these flame canisters here, because there is a secret at the end. Once you blow them up, a nice little extra life for you to acquire. Then mind the fire shooting cannon here as you climb back up. And we are moving on. Now we're going to get our special weapon upgrade. It's not really a weapon, more of a thing that allows you to access areas that you otherwise couldn't. So fire into these canisters again. And if you drop down, new capsule here with Dr. Light. And this is going to give you a helmet upgrade, which allows you to break bricks with your helmet, which you will need in the Flame Mammoth level in order to get the final upgrade. It's the final upgrade. Okay. Actually, from what I read, there are two ways to get the upgrade for your blaster. It's either in Flame Mammoth's level or another level that you can get it, but I'm not familiar with the other level, so we're going to do it in Flame Mammoth's level this time around. Free extra life just sitting there for you over on the ledge like a baby fawn. Take out these little fellers. If you can, jump over them if you want. Ooh, that was slick. Don't love that. I don't want to get grabbed by them, so I'm just going to run past them. A lot of just straight level platforming. A couple of drops, platforms that drop off, and then we're pretty much to the end. A couple of gunners here to worry about. Jump over their projectiles, and we are into the tunnel before the boss. So we're going to switch over to our Sting Chameleon laser from here. Chaos Eagle is he's fairly simple. He's going to fire a projectile at you at times, but most of the time he's going to flap his wings to try to blow you off the platform, or he's going to dive at you. First thing he typically does is start flapping his wings to get you damaged. Just use your dash. There is the wind that he tries to use to blow you off the platform. And now he's going to do his dive attack. He's just going to dive either left or right. Now, I'm not quick enough to fire at him and avoid his damage. So I just jump away from him and wait for him to do some other attack before I hit him again. He might do this anywhere between 8 and 10 times. I'm not entirely sure. And then when the screen stops shaking, you can just light him up with your Sting Chameleon again. And that's it. He's actually the simplest to beat if you can avoid that dive attack, because that's really all he hurts you with. And 7 out of 8 are done. We just got to get Flame Mammoth. And we got our heart container, and we got our energy tank. So we just have Flame Mammoth, heart container, and energy tank. And then we got to go back and get Chill Penguin's heart container, and we've gotten everything. And then we are qualified to go and get the final upgrade, which is the Hadouken. All right, Flame Mammoth level, pretty cool. I also like him as a boss. He's just well drawn. He's a really cool boss to me. All right. We're going to move very quickly along the bottom here. There is no reason that you have to kill any of these guys on these conveyor belts. Just keep cooking. Just avoid them if you want. They might shoot some projectiles at you, but if you just dash on the bottom, no worries, and you'll get right by them. You can farm them for health, I suppose, if you want, but there is a health container right there. Second thing that we need, now this is where you can get the upgrade. You have to have your helmet, and you got to do a perfect jump. But if you can get up here and wall jump, you'll shatter those bricks with your helmet. Let's see if we can do it. Yep. Shoot. There we go. Got there. Yes, there we go. And up here is your blaster upgrade. I'm glad I didn't have to come back in and do it. So, final thing, the X-Buster upgrade. This is going to allow you to triple charge your X-Buster into a much cooler beam, as well as charge your special weapons up to a second level as well, which is really interesting. So this is going to give you a preview of it. Boom! And it's pretty darn powerful too. Very helpful technique here. So now when we're charging our shots, out go these things. Now we're going to go and grab our heart container next. It's actually on the ground. Just dash all the way to the right. It's just sitting there in plain sight down here on the right-hand side. These miners are like a throwback to Gutsman's level, aren't they? I think they are. Scale the right wall, and then we are going to make our way back to the left to... Oh, I definitely did something I didn't want to. Respawn those idiots. Oh, I respawned them again. Beautiful. All right, dash your way. Hang on, I gotta get him out of here. There we go. That upgrade helps. Get your way up here. Gotta mind ourselves for one more of these. Oh, I'm an idiot. Oh, I'm the biggest idiot. Let's just jump up here. It's gonna be faster. There we go. Ow. Ow. All right, let's try this again. These guys do respawn, and it's annoying. There we go. Just jump over them, I guess. Extra life here, and that is your trigger to dash jump off to the side, and now you can enter this area. Whoops, I think. Just use your wall slide and jump to get rid of the first wave of these, and you should be able to sneak into the second one and grab your last E-Tank. Now we have every item aside from the final health tank we need from Chill Penguin's level to get the final upgrade. It's the final upgrade! I am awesome at singing. I don't know if you've had the pleasure of hearing me more than just that, but it's so good. All right, one more of these. This time we do have to take these conveyor belts. Mind the giant trash compactors that want to destroy you, but you can dash through those pretty easily. Big drop down at the end here. Now we're into this second area. Now I like to go up top here. I just find it a little bit easier. If you climb down straight, take that guy out. One more of these guys, you can just rapid fire through him. Take the top section through here. Whoops. Out that guy goes. This charge shot is so good for this. One more of these. Out you go. And we're over to the boss. All right, let's switch over to our wind. I'm very interested to see what this is when it's charged. I don't know if I know that. When it's pink. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. All right, we're going to take them out with the basics. But here we go. The conveyor is going to bring you over to Flame Mammoth. Really, if you're close to him when you fire this thing, you can hit him twice with every wind bullet that you fire at him. So jump when he lands, very much like a Guts Man. He's going to he'll honk his trunk into the air to reverse the direction of the conveyor, but as long as you're close to him when you fire that wind weapon, it'll hit him twice every time. So you really save a lot of ammo, and he is dispatched quite quickly. All right, all 8 bosses have been finished. Now we just got to go back and loop together all of the secrets before we proceed with Sigma's stage. So let's get this thing going. First things first, let's go over to Chill Penguin's level. Well, actually, let's catch the cutscene first. All right, now we are fully at strength, finally. We've found Sigma's fortress. Let's go in and put an end to this war against the humans. Good robots. They're nice. Appreciate that. Chill Penguin first, though. Let's go grab our last heart container. Oh, and that's nice. I don't need to go get anything else, right? We got everything else. So this is the final item that we need to get. Oh, gosh. I stink. This is terrible. Rapid fire to clear them out. All right, here we go. I do hate this beginning part of this level. There's so much going on. Got mosquitoes crapping bombs at you. Bunnies. Lumberjack robots. That sounds like an indie band, doesn't it? The Lumberjack robots. We have to get all the way to the stage, or the area that had the mech in this stage, so it's going to be a little bit. Also, all of those health drops now are going into our sub-tanks because we are full life, and that is not without value. You're going to need those. Now, no, that stinks. I got hit. Otherwise, I could have gotten more. However, even if you don't have them full, you should be fine up until... I sometimes use a sub-tank or two on the last boss when we get to that point, but generally speaking, you'll probably be fine for the prior bosses to that, because we now are fully stocked with all of our weaponry. You won't have to worry about taking losses or taking deaths without health refills prior to that. All right, we're almost done here. Let's get to the mech area. And we're going to climb up to that ledge that we did the first time we went through this. So we got to grab this. You can always punch these igloos, but now that we have Flame Mammoth's weapon, switch to that, and if you hold it next to it, it destroys it. And inside this is the final heart container. All right, now we can escape, and we are fully stocked. The way to now get the Hadouken weapon which is something that really, I don't know what the logic would be of how you would figure out to get this, but you have to attain that ledge at the end of this level 5 times. Now we have 5 lives, so I'm going to have a little trick to going kind of quickly through this because there's a spot that you want to die each time that makes it go a little faster. But basically what you have to do is you have to get to the end of the level 5 times in possession of all weapon upgrades, all E-tanks, and all health tanks. And if you've done that, now they don't have to be full, but if you've done that, you will get the special weapon, the Hadouken, which is super overpowered and it can only be used in unique circumstances, but it is a cheat code essentially for the rest of the game. So if you struggle with Sigma's level but you're able to get through these, just get the Hadouken and you'll be able to at least get through the game. I don't know if it's with an asterisk. You guys can be the judge of that, but I think it's you could also bill it as a 100% run, I suppose, if you want to. But it is kind of cool how overpowered it is. Now you can only use it in Sigma's level because it's never eligible to be collected prior to them. All right, this should all look familiar. Armored Armadillo's level. We're going to jump up here, drop down. Doesn't matter if we kill this thing on time now, but since we had that blaster upgrade, it actually takes this thing out a lot faster. You saw I hit it right as I landed. This thing is toast, frankly, pretty quickly. All right, that is where we're pretty much going to continue from each time. So this is the final minecart ride, essentially, whatever it is. And this is where we have to access that ledge above Armored Armadillo's, above his lair. And we have to get up there like 5 times, okay? Now I'm just going to fall off this cliff. That's 2, because I got here originally when I beat the boss, and now I got here a second time. So we have to do this 3 more times to get that upgrade. All right, got it. Here we go, folks. This is it. At least it should be. I hope it works. Oh, baby, it's there! There it is. The capsule we need. You approach it. He's wearing the bandana from Ryu, and it says, I give you a special present. Now enter the capsule, please. Don't ask me why you had to do this 5 times in order to get it, but check it out. They hit you with the upgrade. And it looks unassuming. The Hadouken Fireball. The conditions you need to satisfy in order to fire it are... It's the same motion as doing it in Street Fighter. It's roll from down to forward. So down, down, forward, forward. And then press attack. Okay? Look at that. We got it. Boom. All right? So we got it mastered. That thing is so overpowered in this game. And the only thing, too, in order to fire it, you have to be on the ground and you have to have full life. That's the only conditions in which you can fire that. So it's not like you can just fire it at will and it just takes everybody out. So even though it is an overpowered weapon, it's still one that you have to be good enough to be able to use. All right, let's split up. I'll go in first, and then you can slip in while the defense pays attention to me. Whatever. We're into Sigma's Fortress. Starting out with some of these dorks up here. Let's get this charge shot going. Not a lot of them are on the ground, so you can't even use that Hadouken that you just acquired very often. But here, let me show you. As long as I can stay alive. Boom! Out he goes. Boom! Sonic boom! Yeah, man. It's awesome. I love that. I love the Hadouken attack. Okay, but in the case... Well, in the case that you lose life, or that you can't acquire that for some reason, I'll take you through this game without that, just in case you're not interested in going through the process of getting it. Got to climb all of these different platforms now. You're going to use your wall jump to kind of climb them safely. Oh boy. I hate that one. All right, we're good here. One more. Come back at me. There we go. And one more to go. Mind the characters there. That's out. All right, good. Oh, not you. There we go. Clear them out. All right, and now through the course of this stage, you're going to have to do like a boss rush, but it's not 8 in a row. You actually get like some of these bosses. You get one of them here, I believe. Or maybe we don't even get one here. Maybe it's afterwards. Stay back, X. I'll take him on. This purple Boba Fett is back. More like Boba Tea. I won't ever speak again. I'm sorry. You hear the battle going on behind? Uh-oh. What do we got here? You son of a... Do what I tell you or he's history. Don't listen to him, X. Go ahead and blast him. Dream on, Zero. X knows he can't defeat me. Bro, you don't even know. My armored carrier's more than a match for his ancient weapons. Oh, gotta die again. So I could sit here and try to... Look, I could sit here and try to extend this, or I could just take massive punches to the face every time. Might as well just keep rapid firing though, right? Thank you. I'm done. All right, cool little cutscene here. A little story scene. He sets me aside, chuckles. Boom! And Zero comes out. He said, I'm not through yet. And look at this. Charges up and destroys the mech. It's a kick-A friend right there. Destroys himself and the mech to save me. Meanwhile, Fett sits there. What a worthless gesture. I can't be defeated so easily. So X, it's just you and me now. You encapsulated with a whole bunch of electricity, but he fires back. What? Where did that energy come from? It really doesn't matter how much energy you absorb, X. You are still far too weak. Prepare to be terminated. Oh, that would have been sweet. I would have loved that. Oh boy. Now, I could do the Hadouken here, but actually I'm going to try to lead you in a way. Well, now I can't do it anymore. But I'm going to try to show you this guy's attacks and the way to fight him. You pretty much are going to just use your charge shot, hop over him when he dashes at you, if you can. Also hop over his projectiles. He's going to fire a couple to the ground like that. There we go. Did I kill him? All right, cool. I got him. You can jump over his projectiles, jump over him when he dashes at you, and then just mind he's going to shoot some stuff at the ground. You can just hop over those. But really, your charge shot is more than enough to take him out. And once you do, go over to your ailing friend who displayed such courage. X, I've taken too much damage. Auto repair systems can't handle it. My power's fading fast. Your power is greater than I thought. Maybe you could destroy Sigma. Not you. Not you. Go to them. I just watched Gladiator with my son recently. Go to them. Oh gosh, hate these guys. Ooh, good health restore there though. I don't care at all about dealing with those lasers though. You just want to kind of dash through those. Now this part stinks. What do I prefer here? The homing missiles perhaps? Nope. There we go. Yeah, 3 homing missiles ought to do them in. But homing missiles for this area generally are a lot easier, in my opinion. Just keeping your wall safe. Whoops. There we go. Got one of them out of there. Just don't respawn. There we go. There we go. Could have saved that, but whatever. Just be liberal with your homing missiles, and off we go. All right, now we're entering, I believe, the first Sigma boss. Am I right? Nope, another one of these. And it's Boomer Kuwanger. So we're still using our homing missiles throughout this. And we're going to smoke this guy, because he is annoying. Come on. There we go. Finished him up with the rest of the homing missiles that we got. And we're moving on. That's 2 mini bosses already taken care of, I believe. Is it that 2? Or is that the first one? No, that's right. The The other boss was the first one. So Boomer Kuwanger serves to be the first of the robot masters that we have taken on since entering Sigma stage. Okay, now I'm back. Can do a lot of farming. Ooh, talk to me about an Ooh! Recovering those extra lives we so lost during the Armored Armadillo expedition. I did lose 1 health here, so I can't use my cool Hadouken Fireball, but that's okay. We're going to switch over to Shotgun Ice for this boss. This one is annoying and kind of tough, actually. It's a spider whose web is going to make itself apparent right before hitting the ground. I fired early. But you need to kind of avoid where it comes down and then fire at it right at the bottom. Oh boy. Yeah, see, I went to the wrong side. I can never really tell where to watch, like, where to go from looking at this thing right away. Oh crap. Yeah. I might take a hit as it descends. I don't really know. There we go. I did manage to be safe there. You can kind of wait in a corner, but your guess is sometimes as good as mine as where this thing is going to end up. But every time it hits the ground, mind the shotgun ice, and it does fire out a couple of its little hatchlings there that you will have to avoid. Oh, whoops. Took a shot there. Oh, jeez. I hate these things. Oh, man, and it took my shot. There we go. You have plenty of shotgun ice to deal with. If I need to, I'll use an E-tank. I didn't want to have to, but maybe I will have to. There. Oh, you son of a... just use it liberally, I guess. One more? Oh, man. He starts moving faster and faster. One more. Wait in the middle? What do we think? Middle? Right? Got him. There we go. Finished up the spider enemy. He is annoying, frankly. Not the easiest to get through. One of the tougher bosses in the Sigma Fortress, I think. But only 4 stages to get through in the Sigma Fortress. We've cleared number 1, 3 to go, and the 4th one is just the bosses at the end. All right, let's keep it going. Good music here. Love it. Let's farm for some health if we can get it. We got platforms to get through. Oh boy. Oh boy. This is no good. There we go. Alrighty. So long. Oh, did we get... Oh, that's different. I didn't expect to get all of my special weapons back, but I did. So ammo is restored upon finishing that level, which is kind of nice. Certainly wasn't expecting it. And look at this. We're already into one of these bosses. It looks like we're going to have Chill Penguin to deal with. Now, we didn't have Flame Mammoth's attack last time, but it stuns him. So if you just tap your attack button, and if it doesn't work, you know he's about to dive at you, but it will always knock him back, and you can just tap the attack button. And again, if he's impenetrable, it means he's about to dive at you. So you can just avoid that pretty easily because you know what's coming. And then jump over him, boom, and Chill Penguin is out of here. Kind of love that for the Flame Mammoth weapon on him. All right, easy clear there, and we're moving on. We'll kill that guy before he hops into his mech, and now I get it. There we go. So long, dork. Ow. There we go. Clear him out too. More of these, huh? Oh boy, I don't love this. Oh boy. Hopped in the mech just to punch that thing. All right, cool. Which side do we want to take up? Let's try the right side, I guess. Sure. Seems good. Really your preference, I suppose, but the right side seemed fine. What do we got here? Dash jump. And this feels like Chaos Eagle, doesn't it? Yeah, sure does. Easy enough to deal with. Get over to your Sting Chameleon weapon. Get ready to fire that at him. Oh, he's hitting me with birds? I don't know if I ever remember him doing that to me. So he can be like those birds from Airman's stage in Mega Man 2 if he wants to be. Firing out little spawn at you. Easy enough to get through him, though. And moving on. Another Robot Master taken care of here. All right. Another dash jump. Let's see what we got in front of us here. Give me something good. Oh, we're going to use those homing missiles here, I think. There we go. So long. There we go. Beautiful. Might as well use it there too. All right. Okay, off we go. Another Robot Master here. I do like the boss rush being boss after boss a little bit more regularly in here. No, we are ready for the face that we have to deal with. So Sting Chameleon is actually the thing that you want to use here. That's what it's susceptible to. You're going to stay clinging to the wall and hitting each of these components of the face when they make themselves available. So both eyes, one of them on the right, one of them on the left. That's where eyes typically are, just so you know. And then kind of hop up to the left, avoid this nose as it bounces around, and just kind of keep delivering shots as you can. Oh boy. That wasn't good. Oh. And let's just keep riding this out. Oh, that wasn't good. All right, got one more shot there. Oh boy. There we go. Got rid of the eye. Last shot on the nose. Get out of here. Cool. Finish them up too. So, Sigma Stage 2 is now done. Beautiful. So we got the Hadouken. We haven't really used it yet. I feel like maybe I should on some of these bosses coming up. Even though we know the vulnerabilities, it's so cool to see the one-shot kill on these guys. Maybe we should use that in this next stage. I think I will try to do so. All right, come on, Mega. We're already up to... Oh, good. I got full life. Let's use it right now. Who we got? Who we got? Oh, perfect. Perfect opportunity. Oh, come on. Oh, man. I didn't know he was going to block that. That stinks. All right, I got to hit him again. Well, now I got to wait. Got to use my spark. Come on. Let's go, punk. There we go. Now I could have used it. Come on. All right, got him out of there. Ah, that stinks. I didn't know he was going to block it. Whatever. We'll get our health back and we'll do it on the next one. All right, off we go. Oh, yeah, we got this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. We got this. Sparkman. Wes Mantooth? Nope, Sting Chameleon. I don't know if I can do that with this. I think I got to use the cutter for him because he always jumps up and I got to be on the ground. Shoot. Hate this. All right, there's one. Come on, let's get this rhythm going better this time. There we go. This is the rhythm I tried to show you before. Look at that. Beautiful. Beautiful. Useful shot, lad. All right. Sting Chameleon goes up in flames a second time. And we move onward. Come on, you jerk. Thank you. Where's my cutter? Whoops. Uh-oh. Give me that. Give me that. Give me that. There we go. Maybe we can get it on this one? Let's see. Oh, Spark. Wes Mantooth. Maybe we can. I hope he dashes at me first and I just hit him with the fireball right away. Come on. Oh, come on! Lame. Can't believe I didn't hit him. I hit him with a... It's because I hit him with a buster shot first. And, he had an invincibility frame on there. So annoying. There we go. So we use the ice. We move on. Who else do I got left? I got the, I got Launch Octopus left. Maybe I could use it with him? I don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, speaking of, it's probably coming up next. All right, let's get this guy out of here. Oh, we got some things that we can grab. Oh, come on. I mean, we got a chance. No, we don't. I could use an E-Tank, I suppose, if I wanted to. I do want to show you what it looks like, but I'm just not there yet. Let's take out his little stupid stuff first. What am I doing? This is a mess. Here's what I'm going to do. Hang on, hang on. Well, let's use the rolling shield first. He is just hammering at me with fish. But it has less calories because it's fish. All right, this was a disaster. I'm not going to waste an E-Tank on trying to use it here. Maybe I'll use it on Sigma. That would be a good idea to use it on when we get there. But this one's not the guy. Or maybe I use it on this boss coming up. Who knows? I don't even remember who this boss is coming up. Do I need to go up here for something? I feel like there's things up there, but... What is it, the charged... I probably got to use the charged, Chill Penguin weapon to get all that stuff. Who cares? Who cares? Honestly. Who cares? Let's just get out of here. Move on. E-Tank it is. All right, Flame Mammoth. You are a perfect opportunity for this. Let's see if we can use that. He's huge, and he's dumb. I love it. Let's use it on him. Oh! I don't have full energy? Okay, lame. This is the lamest. I'm using another one. I have to show you how cool this is. Good. Are we ready? There it is! One-shot kill with the fireball, if you can get it. So there. I had to at least try. I'll refill the energy tanks after, but I wanted to at least model how powerful that weapon actually is. All right, what are we moving into here? Our final boss for today? Oh, this thing. Now, I don't know if this has a weakness from a special weapon standpoint. I just know that all I do when I fight this thing is keep hitting it with blasters. When it's running at you, this reminds me so much of a Contra boss. Oh boy. He's going to kind of clamp down on you and try to run into you on each side. But using your charge shot, you can generally just avoid him. Dash jumps through the middle. If he does come over to the right side, now he does speed up at one point. But if he does come through the middle and try to get you, if you just wait up at the top of the wall here, you can avoid those shots. Oops. Oops. Man, I'm getting toasted here. Come on, a couple more. Come on. Oh, come on. Got him. There we go. Just the M-Buster for me on that guy is kind of how I like to play that one. I don't know if there's a vulnerability he has. I think I've tried him before, but maybe I didn't pick up on what it was. But M-Buster's fine enough on that one. Hadouken, unfortunately, will not work because he rides too high on the wall. So it's kind of impossible to get him, you know, to be at that level. All right, we are at the final boss. It is Sigma time. All right? Now, I'm not going to assume that you've gotten the Hadouken here, so I'm going to go ahead and just fill my sub-tanks just to make sure. So if you want to, these will always have drops in them. And you can fill up all of your E-tanks by just farming these guys here. So I can grab that. You know, up we go. If you're really slick, you can grab it without going all the way to the bottom. I don't know how much of this I'm going to farm because the final boss is not too tough. Oh, geez, all that for a little one. All right, so you get the idea. You can do that up the side if you want to. If I end up taking a death here and I have to try this again, I will probably farm it. I'll hopefully clip that out for your viewing enjoyment. All right, climb all the way to the top, and we have made it to Sigma and his dog, no less. Welcome. I see you managed to get here by yourself. Very impressive. I could destroy you, but I would not rob my pet of that pleasure. He knows how to deal with betrayers. Should you live, I will be waiting for you. Don't disappoint me, X. You got it. Ice is going to be the best weapon for this dog. Now, if you want to use the Hadouken, fine. That's you've earned it, and you should enjoy it. But really, the ice here is the play. Now, he can climb the walls, and what you'll want to do is kind of use the walls to your advantage, but don't necessarily, like, if you jump up those walls, he can also hit you with fire. So just be conscious of that as well, that he can, just like in Mega Man 2, he can shoot fire arcs at you, but ice will take him out fairly quickly. All right, now we have to deal with Sigma. This is Wave 2. Excellent job, X. I see why Zero counted on you. You are almost as good a hunter as I was. But the time of your destruction has arrived. You shall regret ever having defied me. Okay. I believe you. Lightsaber! This feels unfair. Switch to your spark. That is going to be what you want to use here. Now, as you see, you can hide up in the corner, but he is going to use the wall climb to keep himself, to chase you down, basically. All you're going to do is continue to wall climb, and as he gets close to you on the opposite side, just drop and hit him with a spark, and then climb. It's just this pattern over and over again. One more, maybe? I'm going to slide to this side. I like climbing on the left better. I tend to find it, I don't take as many stupid shots when that happens. There we go. So yeah, it's like 4 jumps, and then I drop down. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I drop down, and he always ends up in that same spot. So if you just climb up to this kind of corner, he'll dash over you as he descends, which is at a slightly steeper angle than the angle he ascends, and you can just get into like a safe spot right here. Just hop up on the left. Oh, I don't love that. Okay, I dashed under him. That was safe. Little off rhythm now. There we go. We're back. We're back. Like Kramer after the Merv Griffin show TV timeout in his apartment. Oh, we're back. Off we go. Come on, Sigma. 2 more. All right. But no good boss fight has ever had 2 installments of a boss. It's always 3. So since we have finished number 2, there we go, we have got 1 more to go. And it is a giant gorilla dog thing. And we are going to want to use the rolling shield for this. So you do have to watch out. What you're going to want to do, quickly get over to the right. Mind your health in this stage, okay? The hands shoot lightning. Obviously, why wouldn't they? Out of the top and bottom. When they pause to shoot lightning, you want to try to jump off to the left. It is just, it's a tricky thing, a tricky proposition. Okay, I gotta use health. Whoops. You want to climb up onto the back of those hands, and then, oh crap. Watch out for these things. There we go. Get up to the back, and jump and use that rolling shield. Yeah, oh man. That was close. Come on. Man. Gotta use it. Oh. Close. I only have a little more health here. We gotta get this thing done. There it was. The jump off. Oh, come on. If you can stay on the platform, the better. And there it is! We have done it! Finished him! No, it's not possible! I'm a Reploid! I can't be destroyed by you! Why, X? Why have you done this to us? Without the humans, my Reploid brothers could have ushered in a new age. Yeah, well, dead now, loser. Cool ending and a great game, magnificently made. Love everything about it. Love the music, love the upgrades, love all the collectibles and findable things, and the Robot Masters are fantastic. Mega Man X now is complete. 15 SNES games have now been completed, or maybe I'm working on my 15th on stream in Secret of Mana, but nonetheless, we have our epilogue here from a wonderful game, Mega Man X for Super Nintendo. If you've never beaten it, hopefully now I've given you a blueprint to do so, and if you have beaten it, maybe I gave you something that you didn't know about the game that you now know how to acquire. Thank you again for watching. If you guys enjoyed, please make sure you like the video. Please make sure you go and subscribe to the channel and comment on the video letting me know that you watched it, that maybe you enjoyed it, even if you just want to say thanks. That's a great help to the channel if you watch to the end and want to help support the channel. That's a free way to do it. Appreciate you guys being here. I want to let you watch the epilogue. In the meantime, I am going to get out of here. Have a good one.